CDC shifts their stance on vaccines. Love that.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has made a dramatic shift in the agency's position on the relationship between vaccines and autism. NPR's Rob Stein has more.
The CDC's website now says a link between vaccines and autism cannot be ruled out.
Oh.
Reversal from the CDC stance that there is no link.
Interesting.
The change comes even though a connection between vaccines and autism has long been debunked by a large body of high-quality
it's horrible to watch.
But Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has long promoted the discredited claim. The CDC's change is alarming public health experts. They are already worried about a drop in childhood vaccination, which has led to a resurgence of dangerous childhood diseases like measles and whooping cough. Rob Stein, NPR News.
No, they're worried that people are actually doing research, not even research, they're just existing in normal life, and they're choosing not to vaccinate their kids because the rise in autism, autoimmune diseases. Kids are literally getting these vaccines and seizuring, and they're never the same again. That's just a fact. Watch something called, I believe, Protocol 7 if you haven't seen it already. It talks all about this. And you know what they're worried about? They're worried about that bottom line. They don't care about your kids. They're worried that, things are dropping. Money's going away. Oh, all these childhood illnesses and measles and disease. Dude, all that stuff is in the vaccines. That's why. If people even knew 3 ingredients in the vaccines that they claim to promote, I would be like, wow, shocked. No, all these things are coming up. First of all, 2 things. These things are coming up because you're quite literally injecting them into people's bodies. 2, we've had open borders for 4 years where tons of third world people came in and brought diseases into this country that Americans couldn't handle. And I've never heard a Democrat talk about that, ever. They brought diseases into our country we were not ready for. Who was checking the vaccination status of illegals? Oh, yeah, no one ever did, okay? This is all about money. It's so funny. I love how everyone in Maha was shamed about this. What do you guys have to say now? Yeah, there is a direct link to autism. And I'm like, do you know how bad it has to be and how much proof there has to be for them to admit something? So we haven't even hit the surface of this. So, I don't know. Why would you be vaccinating your kid? They're giving kids STD shots after they've had 2 breaths of air. It's disgusting. These people should actually be tried for crimes against humanity. The CDC Vaccine Advisory Committee has voted to narrow existing recommendations. Great.
The CDC's Vaccine Advisory Committee panel decided children under 4 should no longer get that single shot that includes chickenpox with measles, mumps, and rubella. The panel cited a small increase in the risk of seizures among younger toddlers.
A risk of seizures in toddlers.
Only as separate shots. The vaccine panel was remade recently with members chosen by Health Secretary Robert Kennedy Jr., some of whom have shared skepticism about vaccines. Supporters say the new panel is addressing public concerns, but critics, including the American Academy of Pediatrics, argue
kids just crying, just raping it with a needle.
The decisions that are being made are based on a process that is no longer transparent. It's not informed by facts. It's not informed by robust expert review. And so we can't trust anything that comes out of the recommendation.
Today, the panel turns its focus to the hepatitis B vaccine in newborns. Giving the shot at birth has been standard and is credited with virtually eliminating hepatitis B among babies in the U.S. But today, the panel will decide whether to end that universal birth dose and instead recommend it only for babies of mothers who test positive, letting other babies wait at least a month.
They're all crying after the vaccines. That's always a good sign. Yeah, why are we giving newborns vaccines for sexually transmitted diseases? Do you guys realize when a baby comes into the world, it has no immune system? You are literally taking it and just rocking it. It's insane. I don't even understand what I can't talk. I don't talk to people or hang out with them on the other side, but there's no common sense in that. But it's so funny. We will do a whole hour on this soon. The anti-Maha people, I'm just how much are you getting paid by Big Pharma? Who's against this? It's also, I'm sorry, it's just evil to watch. When I see kids get needles shoved in them and they're screaming, crying, and they're admitting they're literally having seizures after, which is damage that cannot be undone because of how, delicate they are at the time. It is so evil. It's so, you should feel wrong. Everyone with common sense I talked to that got the vaccines, they were it felt wrong. I knew I shouldn't have done it and I didn't want to do it. I'm like, good, you still have some connection to some sort of like, spirituality. Thank God. You know what I mean? We have eugenics posters in the metro saying, have your best baby. You know what's so funny? The second I was reading the pick your baby. Sounds like a trafficking website. It's like pick your baby, pickyourbaby.com. Height is 80% genetic. So everyone that's on the left was commenting like about eugenics. And what they don't understand is eugenics is this term where when people say it, they're usually talking about like Hitler and all this stuff. That doesn't make sense with anything currently going on in today's society. It's not that. It's actually a really positive thing. That's the crazy thing, is when you talk about picking your babies, I don't think we should be making like little weird perfect babies. I think we should just like chill out with the vaccines. But if you knew that your kid was going to have some insane, Down syndrome, autism, disorder, I don't know, they're going to be 4 feet tall. That's not good. I think it's great to go in and fix those things. And I think they're talking about that. But of course, this is like the liberals have to be like, oh, good, we're turning in to, Hitler Youth and all these things. And I'm like, no, but like, why would you want your kid born with, there's also, if you believe that's eugenics, then you would also believe the tests done on mothers to see if they have life-threatening things wrong with them or things that are going to ruin their lives, then you would believe that that's eugenics too. And isn't that going against the doctors you claim to believe in love and all these things? So it's just another way for them to be like upset about something that is actually, I think, a really amazing progression we have in society. And like, yeah, I'd hope my kid is like good looking and tall and healthy and has 2 arms and 2 legs. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think it's eugenics, but they're going to spin it however they want.